I know that all those that come to my channel are watching other females and wanting them. Might be in different ways, but there is some kind of want. The channels y'all pick, the women you look at, you're not, so many out there are not looking for someone mind, heart, body, spirit. Majority of them are looking for flesh and to have a fleshly material world relationship, which highly disappoints me. And then I have, them try to come talk to me or get to know me when there's nothing about them to know. Look, boys and girls out there, you should, before you go approach somebody else, get your shit together, get your skill level up, learn some new techniques, do something besides what other humans do. Look, I have a plethora of skills. Yes, humans have done it before me, but at the same time, I am basically a jill of all trades. I can cook, sew, build a cabin, I can grow food. I can tend animals. I have healing abilities. I am a well of knowledge. Just deep wisdom is inside me. The fruits of the Spirit. I bet most of y'all don't even know what the fruits of the Spirit are. I have met so many that claim a religion like Christian, Baptist, Muslim, Jewish, whatever. There's tons out there, but they don't know what the scriptures say. I don't claim a religion, but I know what the scriptures say. Like, I've had so many, like, when my Facebook, I don't know if they opened it up to, like, the certain countries, but there was a flood of, people from, India and, the Middle Eastern area just coming and just sending ugly pictures of their dicks and stuff like that. And their religion clearly states that they aren't supposed to be messing with what they call Gentiles. They're not supposed to be going to females outside their religion. We're considered unclean, but yet, they're not, they claim a religion, but they're not living by the law of their religion, their traditions. They're just using, just throwing up a name out there, and they act like they're good because they went to a temple or a church or, whatever it is, a mausoleum, whatever the fuck, I think that could be the place of the dead, but, it is church. And, synagogue, there's many names for them. A place where they go and worship a cock, and then, they're supposed to, go by who their Lord or God is, but they don't. They just claim a name. And, I'm baffled by this. Like, once my eyes were open to religion and I saw the truth of those that went inside those buildings and such, how they're hypocrites, how they put on a show, how they, sing and dance and wail and, pray, but nothing is good about them. There's no heart about it. They're just doing it because that's what they were taught. They're either like parrots or, I'm trying to think of something that you can teach. Dogs can do tricks, so like, they act like dogs. They just do a certain amount of tricks, and then, they think that they're good for that. I'm like, but I understand dogs think so too. If they do a trick, they get treats for it, and that's all it is. I'm highly disappointed in everything, and, honestly, I want someone aware, in this world, that is aware of the truth of the world. And, I want to hear what they have to say, which I haven't found yet. There's many that think they're enlightened or they've listened to this guru or whatever, but they have no mind of their own. They don't think outside that box. I don't know. I've met many. Doesn't matter their gender. I don't see a difference in gender at all, because I've met both males and females that are capable, that have good skills and thought processes and stuff like that. So I don't see a difference between men and women except for the physical body. And even when it comes to the physical body, in women, you know, the physical body can be, you know, different shapes, sizes, different strengths, different weaknesses, you know, and then men are the same. And so gender has no factor in it whatsoever. When it comes to the heart, the mind, the spirit, and, you know, the body of being, there's not a difference between men and women. You know, there have been women that have completed extraordinary tasks, and so have men, and there have been vice versa where they do different things. Like the whole sports program, that's stupid. You know, that's just competition, and no, women should not be doing the sports as men, because they're not good for the body. You know, like football. You know, I don't understand why a woman wouldn't want to play football. That's so, you know, head trauma, body trauma. That's the most, you know, that's where they put the dumb apes out there, you know, to be amusements. Yeah, they might get paid good, but they're also an entertainment purpose, even off the field. You know, they're always in the tabloids because they're doing something stupid, or, you know, and everybody's, you know, pointing at them, and, you know, they're always a mess. That's because they're entertainment no matter what. Their name is always out there. And, you know, and they break down fast because, you know, pride has, you know, you can either be elevated or just shoved down into the ground. It depends on, you know, which side of the Caesar's thumb that you're on. Like if Caesar's got his thumb up for you, then you'll be on cloud nine. If Caesar has his thumb down for you, then you'll be in a living hell. You know, just depends on Caesar's thumb. That's it. That's what it is. And the internet, you know, and people are always trying to come up with channels or gimmicks, but if you notice, the most popular channels are advertisements. You will see, you know, the advertisement for a store, you know, like the Spirit stores, the Home Depots, or whatever. They're created, like literally they are created to draw in that revenue, and they're put on certain you know, sites out there so people can see them over and over again because they're advertisements. And you know, there's so many women online that think that they're going to get popular, and they do whatever it takes to get the likes, but they're not qualified for advertisement purposes, because there is always, you know, they're looking for that perfect face. You know, it's not necessarily about body, and honestly, the big boobs and the big ass is on its way out. You know, the Kardashian look is on its way out. You know, the big lips is on its way out. The reason for that is because of the trans movement, and people are just going to get sick of that look. You know, the big lips, the makeup, the big hair. You know, once men start doting that look, it's going to sit there and because what it does is the alpha males will be turned off by that, because even when a woman dresses up in makeup or hair or whatever, they'll be completely turned off by it, because they will think that all they will see is like a dude right there, and they don't want, you know, which is understandable. You know, I personally I wouldn't date somebody with a bunch of makeup on, or, you know, tight clothes or whatever, because that tells me there's no love right there. And it's just someone dressed up. You don't know what's underneath that shit. Also with the internet, if you watch it, you know, you'll see the same celebrities over and over and over again. At least they want to bring new faces in. It's all a gimmick and a scam. And, you know, women are mostly scammed out of it, because they'll get online and do whatever it takes to get those likes, and well, some men will too, and they don't realize that they're just copying, you know, those that came before them. The reason why certain things became popular is because they were pushed out there for advertisement purposes, and it's also to push the way of thinking of society all over. It's just a push, you know. That's what they do. They lead y'all like sheep on a leash. And I just, you know, the spirits talk to me about it all the time. And, you know, things are revealed to me. And I'm like, this is a whole bunch of bullshit. But now I know. Now I know. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to be a dancer. And of course, you know, I was a stripper for a while. And I thought that was going to get me somewhere. But it doesn't. You know, I really didn't understand that. You know, when I started dancing, I thought, you don't really pay attention to your environment. You know, all I saw was girls on stage getting money, getting attention, getting likes. And I thought, I want that for myself. And plus, when I was younger, I liked to watch, you know, In Living Color and the you know, the people who danced, and I just enjoyed dancing. And I still enjoy dancing. I really do enjoy it. It's, you know, if there's a song on I like it, then I'll get up and dance to it. I haven't really heard anything worth, you know, getting into the spirit of, because everything just sounds so dingy and dirty and heard before now. I'm tired of posers. You know, I have been waiting for that one for me. And I know when the door opens, it's going to open. And, you know, it's going to, a higher level being than, you know, a basic bro, or, you know, of course I'm not interested in women, so I wouldn't go after a basic bitch. But when you sit there and look at other people and they're doing the exact same shit as everybody else, are y'all not aware of that? You know, if they're saying the exact same shit, you know, they're showing you the exact same shit that, you know, 100 other channels, or 1,000, probably a million other channels are doing, like how to tie-dye your shirt. I mean, how many fucking channels are there about that? Oh, how to do blah, blah, blah. You know, I honestly think humans need to start being real and show what they do in their everyday life. You know, who they are in mind and body and heart and spirit. Not in a perverted way who they are in body, but truly who they are. You know, what they go through every day, what their struggle is, what their strengths are, how they persevere. You know, I want to know people for who they are truly. You know, them being their original selves. You know, I do try to be open and honest and truthful about who I am, to encourage others to drop this charade and, you know, be true to themselves, not try to put on some demonstration or act or rehearsed, you know, part. You know, some of them are great with their entertainment skills, but others just need to be who they are. You know, show who they are. I'm tired of the advertisements. I really am, because most of those advertisements on there are advertising things that are not good for the environment, not good for the health. They're not good for the mind, body, spirit, heart, body. You know, they're not good for you, but yet they're advertising stuff, or, you know, letting it be known. And I'm like, that does not need to be on the internet. Like one example was this girl was growing mushrooms using like hay soaked in lye and shit like that. That shit will tear you up, you know. Or voiceovers. You know, there can only be so many voiceovers before you're like, you know. For example, there is only one me. I don't think anybody could act like me, because my life is not easy, and I went through a lot of struggles, and I want to share those in testimonies. And, you know, I have shared those. I've tried to teach lessons, but at the same time, when you hear perverted comments and you're trying to teach a lesson through by dressing up in outfits or whatever, and you have a bunch of dogs at you with drooling tongues. You're like, stop that. Why can't y'all just be respectable? Why do y'all always have to pull your dicks out? Not everybody, I'm not judging or condemning, but the majority of men I've had to deal with are always ready to pull their dick out. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't need to pull your dick out unless you're ready for that woman and to put a ring on her finger. That means you're ready to be her provider. You're ready to be her shelter. You're ready to be her support emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. And to keep a woman is not cheap in society. To truly keep someone, so they can eat good, wear what is good for their body. I'm not talking about cheap, slutty clothing, but, comfortable, supportive clothing, modest clothing, to have, what is good for the hair, what is good for the skin. Good things for the skin are highly expensive. With me, I can't just put anything on my skin. I can't wear perfumes. So I can't wash my clothes in dyes. I can't clean with chemicals. None of y'all know me at all, but yet I have so many that was like, hey baby, I wish I was with you. What the fuck for? Because believe me, if you were trying to get with me, I would be running down a list, and most of it would be spiritual first on why I don't want your, sloppy ass. I'll be all, don't fucking insult me. No, I know I'm not what is considered top 10 material in the world of man. I know y'all are always judging and, rating women. Oh, that's sexy, or this woman's this, or blah, blah, blah. Y'all are pathetic. Women do it too. I don't. I just want love. I want someone that is on the same level as me, as mind, body, heart, spirit, and my soulmate. Like, true soulmate. Yeah. And I am advanced when it comes to being grown and soul. Blah. Anyways, in spirit. I talk to the spirits, constantly growing, learning stuff every day, new stuff. Most of y'all say the same shit to every freaking channel and profile. Hey, baby. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I wish I was with you. Wow. Or y'all just make little emoji comments. There ain't nothing to y'all. Which is sad. Yeah, sad. Sad. Sick, sad world. I'm not exactly Daria, but I do believe that this is a sick, sad world. I just have a little bit more passion and to stuff. And nothing discourages me. I'm like, oh, I only got this to work with. Well, let's see what I can do. Woohoo! Most people wouldn't even try. But I do. I'm like, woohoo! I like to sit there and it's odd, but I enjoy digging through treasures, stopping. If I see something thrown out on the side of the road, I'll stop and see what it is, see if it's anything good. I like to gather materials. However, I'm not a desperate being for company or likes or whatever like that. It's just, when I sit there and see certain videos that I've, of course, erased that hit like 100,000 plus views and, we're just climbing and I was getting all those subscribers for that, it really just lets me know, how I'm seen in this world and what is valued in this world. And it's just strictly, the flesh. And I'm like, it bums me out because it's not love. Even those that are, with each other, it's mostly out of, convenience, or they just, what's that called? Where codependency relationship, which is the most toxic relationships there are. And that's most of the relationships out there, just codependency. That's where you get vicious creatures. Vicious spirits come out of codependency relationships. And I want to tell those men out there, a woman can sit there and put in fake teeth, put on wigs, makeup, and it's shown. Y'all aren't getting what you see. You're getting a performance, a show. Why is this for real? You know, why am I in this world? This is messed up. I mean, I know it's about to end, come to an end, because that's just what heaven and hell will both pass away. But you know, and I know we all go through phases. It's just, this ain't a phase. This has been around since the beginning of man. You know, I read history, you know, what women have gone through on, you know, just being objectified. So, and everybody's wondering why women are so upset. Well, it hasn't been easy, and that's just the spirits building. That's not going to stop. You might be able to, you know, put off you're not going to put this off. The spirit is going to rise, and y'all are going to get bitch slapped out there. But I want women to stop warring with each other over men, like, oh, you're trying to get my man, or fighting over men, because they're not worth fucking fighting over. You know, the reason why I don't date, because I know that man's trying to date others. He's just, y'all don't get on dating sites because all they do is sit there and talk to other females. They're just trying to line it up. I know the game of it, and it's so over. You know, when you're so over something? I'm so over this. I'm so over this life experience, you know. At least I was super duper, like, monetary rich maybe in this world, but at the same time, I'm just kind of tired of it. There's things I would like to try, but at the same time, I'm like, now am I ready to meet, you know, an unfortunate demise? No. Do I invite hell and death to me? No. Am I afraid of hell and death? No. There's no reason to be, because I don't invite it to me. And you know, all these men that sit there and want to know me, no, they don't. Because all my videos, if they truly wanted to know me, then everything would be watched. But I guarantee that dance video I put on will get so many likes, and so many men will want to know me just because of that little, you know, the movement. And yeah. That's it. And, you know, I say to the younger women, don't act like you're better than the older women. We were all once there. We all were young. We all had that attention. You know, don't criticize those ones that came before you, because you'll end up in the same fucking boat. It don't matter what your age is. We all go through the same fucking shit. So get over yourselves, bitches. It's all a performance. And men love those women that put on a performance, especially when they're alienated from other women, because that means they can go and play. This is just pathetic. I want a better world. I want love. I don't want this shit. I'm tired of this shit, and I'm tired of y'all posers out there. Oh, Wendy, I want to get to know you. Oh, you're in my thoughts, baby. Blah, blah. So are a lot of other bitches.